Just checking to make sure our stream's working. Firewolf got in early somehow. And let me play some Christmas music. It's magical. D-Love is here. Ronald Boville. You're not first. It was Firewolf. Crayon and more. Alrighty. Let's see. Working Superior Cyber Godzilla. Elongated Man. So different commissions from our DA. So we got Loona getting buffer. We've got the giant woman, Cynthia from Pokemon, with tanks. Everybody loves tanks. I'm gonna animate them shooting, and I think to keep it simple, it'll probably be like Mega Man explosions, if you know what I mean, from the little opening cutscene in like Mega Man 2. We got some Mount Lady buffet. Already had a few backgrounds and such, so maybe a little bit more animation with that here. Actually, this should go over here. And we'll give her another tummy upgrade here. Let's see. We got Kush. Hey, Kush. Zachary Brooks. Los Gameplays de Elias. Rain Cloud. Hello. Samantha Andrade. Jackie. How those stockings fit? Are they stretchy enough? I think she usually puts an enchantment on something so that it grows with her. Wow, Loona, she looks like Avenger. Really? I don't know. Avenger. Tiny tank, yeah. I mean, compared to how big Cynthia got. Clifford Longhead is here. NY Tunes. Thanks for making another live stream, my friend. Thank you for the compliment, NY Tunes. Roy Oslot says, Hola, ¿cómo estás? Did you saw Falstaff at the audio lesson from Duolingo? Don't think I did. It's beginning to look a lot like Thunder Dragon Legends. Mickey Waybright Loud says, hi. Hello. Alright. So a lot of things that I kind of want to touch on. If I have time, might even do a little lip syncing. This was fan art of Giant Lucy and Giant Patty. Classic Patty, not Peppermint Patty, that got commissioned. And with a voice clip.
Listen here, Patty. I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you forget it, blockhead.
Oops. I should pause the music for a bit.
Listen here, Patty. I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you forget it,
I'll try to, Kush.
blockhead.
Alright, let's see where to Guess I'll begin with what we had on the thumbnail, so I don't feel like I'm cheating you all. And yeah, I did add a bunch of Christmas music to the playlist, but it's the stuff that I've commissioned from some of the music guys on our channel. I did not line up the legs very well. But I can do that now. Also need to add that little glowy effect I added to her hair. Give me the little background. I think this leg can come down a little bit so it lines up better. Let's see. Yeah, that'll look good. Mosh pie. Love it when you buff up the woman. I try. This is exciting. How big is she gonna get? That depends on the commissioner. Zachary Brooks, do you have a favorite episode? I have 0 favorite episodes because I don't really watch this show. I'm sorry. I've heard tell of it. My friends have done some fan arts of it. I just never got into it. But I've seen some cool clips. It looks like a decent show. I need to confess something. I snuck a Rickroll. A Rickroll on the playlist? Oh, are you talking about the a Giant Woman playlist? Very sneaky. And again, I've rickrolled from time to time on the channel. So it's understandable. The episode has to be the one that just came out. It was dramatic and the music was great. Yeah, I saw thumbnails for that one. I don't know if anyone in my my chat group closely watches the show. I think they just like some of the characters is all. Again, that's the way some people are. They just get really attached to a character and don't really watch anything beyond that. MC Cubed is here, and so is 21 Samuel. But what happened to the other 20 Samuels? Would love to see giant muscle Christmas Jackie. You know, maybe if Santa left her like oh, what a stupid idea. Okay, if like Jackie was doing all the Christmas deliveries and she had to eat all the cookies and drink all the milk. But somehow it was only like muscle milk or whatever that stuff with the protein is. Protein powder. And then at the end of the deliveries, she's like super buff. Oh, that's kind of like the other idea I came up with for someone like a superhero like Wonder Woman, making all the deliveries, eating all the cookies, and getting really, really chorby. But that will have to be something that someone commissions me. Money, please. Do you think you're gonna check out Ruby Gloom Battle for Dream Island? You know what? I'll put Ruby Gloom under consideration. I got some Battle for Dream Island on like on my recommendations, and I tried watching a bit of it, but I just don't think it's for me. I'm afraid. Those are some fast growth hormones. Indeed, Kibby. Giant Lady streams. Live streams. Making more fan arts. Always nice to make fan arts. Quentin Mitchell says, howdy doody chat, yeehaw. Does she have fingerless gloves? Well, the commissioner didn't mention it, so I'm gonna say this is fine. All right. Do something like with her muscles wiggling a bit. Something weird popped up today when I was looking at my YouTube dashboard. I was checking out, like, you know, just seeing how things are progressing, and they have this new thing where it's called inspirations, and it's basically AI coming up with ideas for you, like based on the videos that you make, whatever's popular. So it's coming up with some weird random ideas. I might share them, maybe like on the community tab, like when I get some really weird ones. One of the ones that I got that I thought was kind of funny was chili dog versus Easter egg. And the AI regurgitated up a thumbnail of a chili dog covered in Easter eggs. And I think it's because two videos that we made here that were kind of popular was the one where Knuckles the Echidna ends up on a chili dog that Rouge is eating. And we had another Sonic one with a giant Cream the Rabbit using Eggman's Death Egg Fortress as like an Easter egg. So I think that's like the idea that the AI spit up. So I don't even know where to begin with that one. Yes, it'd be like Cream doing a cooking show. And she makes a giant chili dog and a giant Easter egg. I don't know. It's making Blue and Frankie's ear. Zari and Lily's ear. A lot of ear stuff. Speaking of ears, though, I have started working on a chapter for the thing I'm working on with Rain Cloud. Y'all wanted sticks, so I'm working on that one first. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that one. And Sonic does actually end up in Stick's ear for the script that I wrote. And mostly because Stick's always talking about the voices in her head. I don't know how she is in like the comics, but in Sonic Boom she was kind of like a very paranoid character. So hopefully shortly soon after Christmas, when I finish my holiday project with Jackie, I'll be able to get started on that one. I should like give her a tiny little size boost here. Let me see how that looks. Oh yeah, that would be good. Sonic says, Feliz Navidad, amigos. Gracias. Modern and classic is better than Boom. Boom? Sonic Boom. if you're talking about the video games, yeah, for sure. The modern and the classic ones are better than Boom. Though if you're talking about cartoon shows, the funniest and my favorite that they did was Sonic Boom. That's like my number one. Number two is the original Sonic animated series, which I grew up with. I love that one. Three would be the Sat-Am series, which showed about the same time as the original Sonic series, which was delightful. We got two Sonic shows at the same time. And then I guess the rest of the animated series that they made are in a tie for fourth. Hee. My rating of Detentionaire is a solid 9 out of 10. Since you're here now, Elongated Man, I can do my Detentionaire rant. So, first of all, I want to say I did enjoy the show a lot. Particularly the first season of Detentionaire. I had a pretty solid little mystery going on. It was basically the whole reason, Li Ping, the main character of the series, got detention for basically a year, which makes him a detentionaire. The titular detentionaire. Yeah, it was a decent little mystery for that one. There are two main players. I figured out who one of them was, but I didn't see the second one. I won't say who. I don't want to spoil things. But the second season was definitely the weaker season. It was just too much intrigue. Too many different things that they were focusing on. Again, spoilers, but there's stuff involving mind control, clones, a weird secret pyramid under the school, various factions fighting for control of it. It was too much. And also the second season, they had a bunch of other little things going on which weren't as interesting as the overall mystery. There was a bunch of episodes focused on Olgar's love life, someone trying to expose Camilo as like a cheater. I wish they just focused on one aspect of the mystery, like started with the new facet of the mystery going on, like the clone stuff. Just focus on that, not throw everything else into it. Because like toward the end of season 2, some of the synopses for the episodes were just getting so long. Like 3 big paragraphs just to sort of piece out what was happening. And then, of course, no season 3 for this series, so that was disappointing. At least it wrapped up with Li Ping finally getting the kiss. And they did a nice little group hug at the end, so that was something. I wouldn't do any personal projects with Detentionaire characters. But if someone pitched an idea for a commission, I might accept it. Only thing I can think of would be tiny clones, which I think is the only thing about cloning that I really like. Because I never really, I'm not a big fan when they introduce clones to a series, with a few exceptions. Love Clone High, just a hilarious concept. No cloning world figures. I like the cloning stuff they did in Venture Brothers. That was kind of fun. But when they do cloning and a bunch of other stuff, I didn't really care for it. Like in DuckTales, didn't really care for the weird cloning stuff going on in that one. They just decided to sort of wrap up the series with clone stuff. Yeah, overall, I'll give season 1 of Detentionaire a 9. I'll give season 2 like a 7. So I'll say an 8 overall. Charles Buchanan, sorry I'm late. I'm busy. It's fine, Charles. It's fine. Family of 3. We got Toodles and Grumpy here. Sorry I'm late. Honestly, season 1 is peak, and I only watched like the first episode of season 2. Yeah, you really just need to see season 1 and maybe the last few episodes of season 2 if you want to see Li Ping kiss. Merry Christmas, family of 3. Nicely done. Looks good. Loona Wolf character? Yeah, it's her as a human. Nicktoons. How much destruction has Jackie caused? Oh. I'd say 0 on purpose, but probably a lot of accidental damage. I can imagine her as a kid maybe setting off the volcano around Pompeii. Da, 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 da. Oh, I got a friend that does a really good Goofy. I wish I can do the Goofy voice justice. Larry the Cucumber. Some cousins of mine who are very religious used to watch Larry the Cucumber. And the Veggie Tales. Ooh, excuse me. It's some stuffed bell peppers for dinner. They were so good. Love how Herbert only showed up in the Family Guy April Fool's video because the voice actor does a really good Herbert. Yeah. I mean, they did a demo roll. I just love their Herbert. It's like your Ralph, Kush. You do a really good Ralph Wiggum. Jackie's Pompeii Stomp. No. It'd be more like, you know, she's a kid. She kicks a ball and it hits the volcano. Sets it off. That kind of stuff. She doesn't go around stomping stuff. Does that mean I could do a Ralph in a future Simpsons video? If I think of something funny for Ralph to do. Maybe for a cutscene in the Lisa game. Surprised he did a Family Guy. Not complaining though. I'm just full of surprises. Superior Cyber Godzilla says, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad to you too. Why are you saying me so sorry? I'm not going to do that voice. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if Krusty did that bit in these modern times? There'd be hashtag cancel Krusty, but it would be with a K. Hashtag cancel Krusty. The Asian community would be in an uproar. I do like that episode a lot, though. That one's just great. I believe that's the episode that introduced the Canyon Arrow. The jingle of which is still stuck in my head. Canyon Arrow, Canyon Arrow. I might have been my favorite car to drive around in the Simpsons game. Sure, they haven't tried to make more Simpsons video games. Please don't do the flapper. What program is this? Asks Rexy Ronin. This is Adobe Animate. It's for making animations. Imp and their interns turn human instead of disguises. I want to animate. Which version of Adobe Animate? I'm using the most recent one. I've been using the, I think it's like a Creative Cloud plan. It's like 50 a month. Luna's awesome as both human and hound. So take your word on that. I love Ariel's sisters. Do you mean Ariel from The Little Mermaid? I don't remember them doing a whole lot with the sisters. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot with the sisters. I think there was an episode from the Little Mermaid animated series where she was hanging out with one of her sisters. But I don't remember a whole lot with them. They usually just acted more like spoiled than her, or very interested in like doing their hair. Not really like going out on adventures and whatnot. I don't know, maybe they've done some other stuff with her. I know that Ariel has a daughter, and like some of the direct to streaming stuff that they've done with The Little Mermaid. So maybe they do more interesting stuff beyond the movie, the original movie. Arista is my favorite. The animated series Arista was like that at first, but then she admitted she only being rude because she wanted to go on adventures with her. Aw. And then the direct video movie, she's just an angel. Aw. I'll look up Arista. Maybe I'll remember her. Oh yeah, I remember this one. The hair over one of her eyes. Maybe they should do that with if they ever do another series with Ariel. Maybe instead of leaning on the sister aspect, like, you know, what they do with Loud House, maybe it could be them as aunts to Ariel's little girl. What's her name? Melody? Could be cute. In the aunt house, in the aunt house. Could be something. It's a little details involved with muscly animations. Strange, I like Little Mermaid 3 and Cinderella 3. I actually will try the second one. It's not strange to love Cinderella 3. It's a masterpiece. Don't think I've seen that one. Naruto, do you know Robot Boy? Not personally, but I've seen the show. It's fairly decent. I forgot to buff up the legs in this part. I knew something was off. It was the amount of leg buffness. But yeah, I know y'all mentioned some shows to check out. So I think next time it'll probably be by Ruby Gloom. Might try Battle for Dream Island one more time, but I just don't know if it's for me. If I watch it from the beginning. Might also be the production values that made me sort of, you know, lose interest in it. It's very well animated, but just not my cup of tea. Alright, that looks much better. Whoops. I think my master will be pleased with this. Alright, not bad. Alright, let's see. What else to work on? And again, sorry if no Rexy, no tutorials. The only advice I could really give is to just jump in and try it. That would be extreme of her. What would be extreme? Robot Boy kind of always reminded me of Jenny Wakeman. Yeah, I can't help but think of one when I think of the other. Though I have mentioned, I believe several times here, that Jenny is the robot I liked more. Alright, some simple masking here to give a simple but effective effect. Probably add some crumbs or something falling right here where her mouth would be. Also, I think Batman is overrated. He might be my favorite guy. Although I know that, like, compared to his villains, he's boring. But he does have the more interesting rogues gallery of villains, so that's a positive, right? Who has a more interesting rogues gallery than Batman? I ask you. Have you watched Iron Man? I saw the first two Iron Man movies. The first one was pretty great. And there was an animated Iron Man series when I was a kid that was okay, but not my favorite. I preferred She-Hulk, of course, for obvious reasons. And I know that when the Iron Man movies were really big, that they did some animated series, like CGI animated series with I think it was like a young Iron Man. Yeah, not like my favorite hero. Though my brother did have an Iron Spider-Man figure when we were getting into Spider-Man. I think I might have thought that Iron Spider-Man was cooler than Iron Man. But if we're talking about Marvel animated properties, the only one in recent memory that has gained even the slightest bit of attention from me has been Moon Girl. And I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but I think it's the animation and style that just really impressed me with Moon Girl. They do the little songs in every episode, which I find delightful. I'm so sad that she didn't get renewed for another season. So I'll just enjoy the rest of their final season. Again, sorry if I'm missing comments. I just either get wrapped up in discussing something or just really focused on what I'm doing. Need to find some really good sound effect for this part. A good burger bite sound effect. We'll call it. There was a commercial I saw a long time ago for some restaurant. I forget what it was, like the Crab Shack or whatever. And like I'm not a big seafood guy, but like someone in a commercial takes like this big bite of corn, and like everything in the commercial just like stops, like all the sound just stops, and all you hear is like the bite into the corn. And it was like the perfect bite sound. It made me hungry every time I saw it. I find like a really good bite sound. Make some people hungry. Moon Girl? Asks Maurice Green. Yes, Moon Girl. And Devil Dinosaur. She's a girl. She's very smart. She does science. I think she might be the smartest character in the Marvel Universe. Oh, I need to add like a pizza here or something like that. I'll have to make an anime pizza. Unless someone comes up with a better food than pizza. Which I think is physically impossible. Pizza! It's so good. Alright, so got some progress here. Got some progress here. Why are there so many deaths on this channel? I wouldn't say death. For example, this here with Cynthia is just a movie. These are special effects. No special effects were harmed in the making of this animation. I'm getting to it, Kush. Yeah, I want to add little Mega Man explosions here. Not Mega Man exploding, I mean, like, you know, like those classic energy ball explosions. From back in the day. Back in the day. When everyone exploded. Back in the day. Don't you remember those good old-fashioned days? People just exploding left and right? That never happened. That'd be too crazy. Cynthia's so pretty. Insert gun exploding. You know what? He did have a pretty cool explosion. The one where it goes. I heard that noise so many times back when I was trying to get really good at Mega Man. I'd say I'm pretty decent at Mega Man, actually. I got some of the classic Mega Man collection games. And I do try to fight robot masters in those games without, like, going directly to their weakness, you know? Just need the trusty old Mega Buster. So I think the one robot master that I haven't been able to beat without having to turn to using their weakness, I think I might be Skull Man. I don't know what it is about him. How do those Mega Man... I should call them Mega Man 2 explosions. How do those go? Like a ball of light. What is it? I'll have to study them later to get a really good one going. But it's like a ball of light. that expands and then it turns into like rings or a ring. Oh, look at an eyeball for a little bit. Disturbing. I made a character for my D&D group recently, and he's a barbarian. I might have gotten some inspiration from Holger from Detentionaire when I do his voice. Partly that, and partly like the Vikings from the Viking episode of SpongeBob. Like a cheesy Scandinavian accent. We are the Vikings. It slightly annoys my dungeon master, but I'm sure she'll forgive me if I do some good roleplay. Let's try this. Let's remove those frames. Let's see how this looks. Ah, nice. Very nice. Alright, I just cover her foot in Mega Man 2 explosions. Got some clouds here. Maybe I could steal some from Mount Lady. Yoink. Oops. Yeah, that's Mo like it. Oh, did I miss something? Am I the only one thinking of Captain N in the Game Master's version of Mega Man right now? Just saying. Oh. A friend of mine really wanted to make or design like a reboot for Captain N. I suggested it would be interesting if Captain N was a silent protagonist. Maybe had some kind of a voice chip that was stolen or something that was taken from them. And that could be like part of the early mystery of the series. You know, what do they sound like? Making Wilt clean my navel and ear? You work so hard, Rory, please. Mega Man's awesome with his Buster and his copy abilities. Indeed. Although there was one Robot Master in the animated series that did not appreciate the copy ability. That was Pharaoh Man. He clocked Mega Man for stealing his power. Oh. Actually, I gotta see if I can find that one. It's such a fun clip. Let's see. Mega Man. Pharaoh Man. Mario, can you see me? Yes, I can. Did I miss some comments? If you ever made a final video, you should do one where all the cartoons band together. Oh my god. Maybe if I was like a team of people. Excellent. Have you heard something called Team Hot Wheels? I think you might have mentioned Team Hot Wheels. Not a big Hot Wheels guy. Got a cousin who was. Hope so. We need more giants being beautiful chaos creators. Well, definitely not Jackie, unless you're talking about accidental chaos. Super Doctor, help, Cynthia is sick. Super Doctor. Is Cynthia an evil one? Yes. And she's starring in a movie, the Giant Woman series in Pokemon. So after her rampage, it's going to cut to her like in a theater just watching her movie. Like this part, she's going to be laughing evilly. There's going to be like steam coming out of her mouth because of the jet she just ate. And then it'll fade and we just see her sitting in a theater. We got Rex Tom. Do you know about Granddad? Granddad. Granddad from Boondocks? It's the only character I could think of right now that just often gets referred to as Granddad. Alright, what time are we at? 80 minutes? I think I can work a little bit on this. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. It's the funniest Christmas song about an elderly woman dying. I need to raise my volume a bit and pause my music for a while. Let me see.
Listen here, Patty.
Alright, let's see. How do I approach this? You know what? I'm going to make mouths. How's the animation so far? Pretty good. Getting a lot of progress here and there done. Any update on the giant Lois Griffin episode? I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave that one up to anyone who wants to commission that. Yeah, I haven't really touched that one in a long time. Oh heck nah, Lucy from Peanuts and it's not peppermint patty. It is a patty though. It's classic patty, as my commissioner has mentioned time and time again. Oh, excuse me. These bell peppers are coming back. Got this music that you're hearing right now. It's like some Greek music. I might have gotten it for that Pizza Runner game that I've been working on. But I'm trying to think of other stuff I could use it for. Maybe something with Wonder Woman, because she's Greek. Giganta animation, please, says Rex Tom. And my response is, give me money, please. I mean, that's why I'm working on this animation right now. Because some nice person said, here is your money. I'm like Dr. Nick Riviera in that respect, you know. The most rewarding part was when he gave me my money. My Dr. Nick needs work. Hey everybody. Yeah, it's no good. Why was money always returned when I sent it? It might have been because of the script. If I did return it, like for a commission, it might have been because we didn't come to an agreement on the script. I'm not gonna take money for nothing. Yeah, that's why it's important, especially like for our deviant art shop. Um, if you have an idea, you know, talk to us about it. We'll see if we can do it.
Listen here, Patty. Listen here, Patty.
It is that the El Tigre theme song in the background. Yes, there is a video that we did that involved Lori Loud um, putting on a costume, having El Tigre's powers for a while, and we did do a remix of the El Tigre music. That is all the music that we have on our playlist. It's all music um, that we've commissioned for the channel. I always found it funny how Vendetta's parents were tiny size. Oh yeah. I remember that series.
I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you...
That one also had a cloning episode. And the big solution for all the clones was just to have most of them eaten.
I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you... I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you...
A little dark if you understand the implications of that episode.
I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you forget it. I'm the biggest gal in these parts, and don't you forget it. And don't you forget... And don't you forget...
I'd like to maybe say maybe a tiny Woodstock, but that would be a whole nother asset to worry about. Yeah, I think all I'm going to be able to do with this $20 session is finish the lip sync. And then say another $20 session, I could add like Woodstock just flying around here, maybe looking back and forth. Maybe get Lucy to raise her fist at Patty. Let me see. How much time do I got? Oh. I think I could add that tomorrow. Or how easy is it? Oops. Dear Animator, have you tried creating game over animations? Actually, I did. With, what was the first game I tried that? I think one of the first games that I made was a Teen Titans Go game. This was on a different channel. Laddie Legacy. And yeah, each Titan had a unique little game over thing. I think Cyborg explodes. Beast Boy's ghost goes flying off screen. I think Robin turns into like a pile of ash. Raven just sort of disappears into her cloak. And Starfire just basically goes twirling down. Like she's flying and then she goes spiraling downward off screen. So yeah, I've done that before. Hey, does anyone know what movie of the Peanuts is called when a house is on fire and they took out a fire with a hose pump? Snoopy drove a blue beetle. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I've seen the one that's like summer camp episode, the holiday episodes. I think there was one when they were in Europe. I don't remember a fire. Okay, I'm going to say that hand is good enough. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to call it here. Bon voyage, Charlie Brown. Oh. And Mohammed is here just as we're ending it. And Megan Patton. Megan, you should get some sleep. They made fun of Krabby Patty. I heard that Wendy's had a Krabby Patty, but it didn't look very much like a Krabby Patty. I think it was Wendy's. Yes, Kush would be the Peanuts expert. Oh, thank you, Rory. Can't wait to see what you cook up. My least favorite episode is Wormy. Butterfly close-up is creepy. I like that episode. I like Bugs close-up. John Ziti finally made a live stream as you end. Just my luck. Sorry, John. Maybe next time. Hee. All right. Thanks everyone for dropping in. Not sure what I'll work on tomorrow, but maybe more commissions. Maybe more of the Jackie Holiday animation. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for keeping things lively with chat and questions. Sorry if I missed yours. But until next time, talk to y'all later. Peace.